Hi there, and welcome to another episode of Ask Tom. My name's Tom Whitlock. I'm a business development consultant at Clifton Asset Management. We're a team of financial advisors, pension specialists, and the experts behind the commercial finance option known as pension-led funding. Before we get into today's topic, we'd really appreciate if you could take a couple of seconds out of your day and make sure that you're subscribed to the Ask Tom YouTube channel. So, the topic of today's video, I'm going to show you 4 ways that you can invest money from your pension fund into your business. Starting with number 1. Just in the same way that you can borrow money from a bank or another lender, the same concept applies with certain types of pension vehicles. One of the most common ways that we do pension-led funding is via a vehicle called a SAS, or a small self-administered scheme. We've covered some of the capabilities of a SAS in many of our videos in the past. One of the main ones when we discuss funding, however, is the ability for a SAS to make a secured loan for up to 50% of the pension value to a sponsoring limited company. The business owner and SAS holder could use 50% of the value of their pot and lend it to their business. There can be multiple members of a SAS, so directors or spouses can also bring their pensions in and use those to form part of the loan. The loan is repayable back to the pension fund over a term of up to 5 years at a commercial rate of interest. The loan also needs to be secured by way of a first charge over qualifying assets. This loan looks, feels, acts and behaves like a loan from any other source, the difference being where it's made from and where it's paid back to. And in both of those instances, it's the SAS. On to option 2. Under certain circumstances, a SIPP, or a self-invested personal pension, or a SAS, a small self-administered scheme, can be used to purchase certain types of equity in the business. Now, the numbers involved, including how much can be raised and what the terms look like, will depend on the business itself and the pension vehicle that we're using. In our experience, we've managed to use somewhere in the region of about 65% of a collective value of pension funds which can be invested via this method. Typically, there's no interest applicable because it's not a loan, but instead of that, the pension benefits from the coupon that is agreed at the start of the share agreement, which is paid into that scheme. Just in the same way that most pension funds are invested in equities in businesses, the same concept applies for business owners using their pension in their business, with a few extra rules that we need to make sure we're sticking to. On to option 3. It may be of interest to know that there are certain types of assets that can be purchased by a pension fund. These assets do need to be independently valued, and they do need to be done so by a third party. Once they've been valued, they can be purchased by the pension fund and then leased back to the business on a commercial basis. The types of assets that this can apply to are fairly varied, but generally fall on the more intangible or the intellectual property end of things. On to option 4. In the event that a business already owns the premises that it trades from, or another piece of commercial property, or perhaps it owns a piece of land or maybe multiple pieces of land, a pension fund, when set up in the correct manner, as we've stated many times on Ask Tom, can be used to purchase either commercial property and lease it back to the business, or indeed purchase land and then use it for development, or indeed hold it for investment purposes. We hope you found these 4 options useful, and if you'd like to learn how these could be applied for yourself and your situation, or perhaps a client that you may be working with currently, do please get in touch. We'll be more than happy to see what it is we can do to assist. For now, thank you very much for your time. Remember to like the video and to subscribe to the channel, and to tune in every Thursday morning for another new episode of Ask Tom. Take care and goodbye.